Today, Anantyam is presenting. We are here as an Anantyam team also in DYL. So, Anantyam is all about health, healing, happiness, and you can even check anantyam.com after the program or whenever you feel like. Okay. I welcome your Lieutenant Colonel Nikhil ji. Your video is on. He's
Yeah,
been serving army for more than 21 years, currently posted at Himalayas, and from there he's present for us here. And he's an aviator and a trainer, specially blessed by masters and parents on this spiritual path. For his, when he became an soldier, Guruji himself was present for his passing out parade. Am I right, Nikhilji?
yeah. Guruji had come National Defense Academy. Yeah,
Yeah. So this is about Nikhilji, and we go ahead with today's session. Yes.
yeah. Jai Gurudev, everyone. We'll just straight away we'll begin, and this is one of the fundamental questions. Ki what are the origins of language? So there have been various theories, ding dong theory, the gesture theory. If you just go through the internet, it is full of various theories. And then we have been told that how we slowly evolved from the monkeys, and then we evolved our languages. Initially, it was only the drawings, and then slowly we went on to learn. But then the fundamental question again, it is there that English language has 26 alphabets, right? Everyone knows that. But do we know what is the reason why English alphabets has 26 alphabets only? Why it is not 27, or why it is not 20 or any other figure? Uh, Frankly, I also don't know the reason for this. But what about Sanskrit alphabets? What about how many alphabets does Sanskrit have, and what is the science behind it? So it's a very interesting question, and I'll tell you now in the coming slide. If I tell you, you'll be really surprised ki how is it and why it is. So in the next slide, we'll see that the basis of the alphabets of Sanskrit language is based on this. Now, this we all know, right? We have been doing yogas, we have been associated with SSY. There are people here who are associated with SSY for 30 years. We have been practicing meditations. So, generally, like Manoj ji keeps on telling us, ki, I know that we don't come with that question. So, Mooladhar Chakra, it is the root chakra, Swadhishtan, Manipur, Anahat, Vishuddha, and finally the Ajna Chakra. So we know all the terminologies, हम सब ये जानते हैं. But the most very delicate part about these chakras and the root of Sanskrit language, it is really hidden into this. And when I came to know, I was also really surprised. So in the next slide, we'll see that I'll also give you a very interesting example. Now this is the diagram of our Muladhar chakra, and the base, that is Bijakshar, or the Mulakshar of the our Muladhar chakra, is Lam. And we can see there are four petals there. One is Vam, one is Sham, one is Sham, and then the other is, the fourth one is Sam. So a very normal common example I'd like to give, like when we take our children, smaller ones, to for going for toilet. So what is the normal sound that we do? Everyone, we just tell shh, and then we just and this the child relieves himself very easily. But why we pronounce the alphabet of sh or s? It is because the reason is this: because the four petals which are there, the petals are s, sh, and v. So every time, so many years we have raised our children, but we have never said h or ku whenever we have taken our children for relieving themselves. So this is one of the reasons, and it is a very scientific one. And when I delve deeper into it, when I try to learn more about it, then I realized that all the Sanskrit basic mulaksharas, the Barakhadi of Sanskrit, it is all based on these various chakras and the petals which are formed in various chakras. Now, these petals we can see in Muladhara, we just saw there are 4 petals. Then we come to Swadhisthana chakra. Swadhisthana chakra has 6 petals. Then we go on to Manipur. Manipur has 10 petals. Then we go on to Anahat. Anahat has 12 petals. Then we go to Vishuddha, which has 16 petals, and Ajna has 2 petals. And if we do the total of these petals, it comes on to 50. So that is the reason why Sanskrit language has 50 alphabets. So I was really amazed when I learned about this fact, and the scientific basis of this, somehow I was never taught in the school, or nobody taught me. So I thought that one must create awareness about this. And then as we go in this slide, as we see various chakras and the mulaksharas of various chakras. That is, मूलाधार का लम है, फिर स्वाधिष्ठान का वम है, जैसे हमने डिस्क्राइब किया. फिर वम में कितने पेटल्स है, देर आर 6 पेटल्स जो हमने डिस्कस किया था. तो कैसे कैसे प्रोग्रेसिवली ये पेटल्स इंक्रीज होते हैं. और जो मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया था, तो जब हम श बोलते हैं, जब हम अपने बच्चे को लेके जाते हैं, व्हेन वी प्रोनाउंस द वर्ड श, द वाइब्रेशंस और द फ्रीक्वेंसी विच वी अटर द वर्ड, वो जब हम श बोलते हैं, तब जब बच्चे छोटे होते हैं, दे आर स्मॉल, दे आर वेरी वेरी इनोसेंट, एंड द चक्रास आर स्टिल ओपन इन देम. और जब हम ये pronunciation करते हैं, when the mother or the father pronounces these words, the petals start vibrating. And once the petals vibrate, the energy nerve centers of the Swadhisthana chakra start operating, and then the physical action of passing the urine very easily, it happens. So that is the science, and that is the power of chanting mantras, or the power of sound, which we are going to discuss, and we are going to delve deeper into it. So Manipur chakra का मूलाक्षर है रम, अनाहत का यम, उसके बाद विशुद्ध का हम, और आज्ञा का ओम. मतलब ह और क्ष, ऐसे 2 उसके पेटल्स होते हैं. So in the next slide now, this is the very very interesting slide. Just we can just see it. We know everything. हमें क ख ग घ तो बचपन से हमें याद है. Even people who are like, I am from English medium, we were never taught this. But at home, I was always taught, and I was well versed with this. But the basis of this, the science of this, is that the we'll take the first line. K, kh, g, gh, g. Now all these are, we call it kanthavya. Kanthavya matlab, once we have to pronounce these words, we have to use our throat. Kanthavya, k, kh. You can all just touch and feel it also. K, kh, g, gh, ng. Uske baad, then we go to the talavya. Ch, ch, z, z, ng. That means we use the palate while we are pronouncing these words. We use the palate while pronouncing. Then we go to murdhanya. Ta, tha, da, dha, na. That means frontal ridge and the hard palate. While we are pronouncing these words, we have to just concentrate on where our tongue is touching our palate. That is, while pronounce, these are the murdhanya ones. And then we move on to dantavya. Dantavya is teeth. When our tongue touches the teeth, only then we can pronounce these words. That is ta, th, the, the, and na. And last is the austavya. Austavya means with the use of lips. If we don't use the lips, we will not be able to pronounce these alphabets. That is p, p, b, bh, and m. So if we don't use our lips, I will just not be able to pronounce it. So that is the very, I found this frankly very interesting. And for English language, I don't think so. I am still yet to learn if there is any scientific basis for A, B, C, D, and up to Z, and why only 26 alphabets. But this itself was so interesting that that actually drove my attention towards these basic aspects. And then the further studies of mantras, and the effect of mantras, and the effect of sound on our body at cellular level. So what is happening at cellular level? What are the mantras? सो वंस आर ऋषिज, हमारे जो ऋषि मुनि थे, जो मेडिटेशन उन्होंने किया हिमालय में बैठ के या जहाँ पे भी उन्होंने किया, दे कॉन्टेम्पलेटेड ऑन these various chakras, they pronounced these alphabets, and then they formed the barakadis, and then they homed on to the bija mantras. Now what are mantras? Mantras are that specific frequencies to create vibrations in the particular chakra. And what is the aim of this? What is the aim of creating those vibrations? To get tangible results. That is the most important thing. Because मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा, yes, this is a good feeling, this is good, but what are the tangible results ki actual मतलब बताने लायक क्या था, tangible क्या था, that we constantly discuss in DYL, in the success Q programs. This is very important. So since this has a scientific base, it is very easy to list out tangible results. And what happens after that, once we chant mantras or we are into positive vibrations of sound healing, we replace the thoughts with these mantras. And then we lead to the total transformation and life-changing clarity. So that is the main aim for chanting mantras or being in positive vibrations. So in the next slide of mantras, we'll further dwell. I'll just explain what are mantras and why we chant mantras. Mantras are basically chanting mantras. We invoke the divine power or the frequency. Now, like we are saying that a particular mantra is for particular chakras. Now, you take any mantras like Ram Raksha. Now, today we are going to take Ram Raksha and discuss Rudra. Rudra is one of the very, very powerful mantras which are there in our Vedas. And it has proven tangible results, which I'll share with you, or even the links I will post after the today's session. And like we were discussing about the bija mantras, these sounds or words or just short phrases which are very, very powerful. And once we continuously chant them, we are tuned to that particular frequency, and then we realize the bliss of that particular mantra. Now, since this is everything, like one of the famous saints, I think Krishnamurti, yeah, he had said that even if we chant Coca-Cola, for example, for 108 times for lifelong, even that will give us salvation. Even that will give us the realization. But why we chant Om Namah Shivaya, or why we chant the Gayatri Mantra, or why we chant various other mantras listed by our rishis, is because of this chakra theory. Because it is all based, it is all scientifically based. Because Coca-Cola, by saying Coca-Cola, the petals which are there, they are not going to vibrate, or they are not going to the nerve centers are not going to vibrate, and they are not going to give us tangible results. So that is the crux of the mantras, and that is the scientific nature of the mantras. And what happens after chanting mantras is the resonance which is there, they resonate through physical and mental bodies to create positive vibrations. So that is the power of mantras, the resonance. And the like, for example, we in DYL, we all are aware of the vibration chart, right? We vibrate at lower frequencies, and then how we change, pivoting, and various techniques. We all know how we increase from low vibration to high vibrations. So mantras and sound is also very important. These two techniques जो हमें लो वाइब्रेशन से हायर वाइब्रेशंस की तरफ लेके जा सकते हैं. एंड रेजोनेंस मतलब मंत्रास इटसेल्फ एंड साउंड इटसेल्फ आर सो पावरफुल दैट इवन इफ वी आर एट वेरी लो फ्रीक्वेंसीज, कुछ अच्छा नहीं हुआ है, वी आर नॉट फीलिंग राइट, if we start listening to Rudra, or if we start chanting Ram Raksha, Vishnu Sahasranam, Gayatri Mantra, suddenly there total change happens in our thinking, in our the change happens at a cellular level, and that's how our vibrations increase, and we resonate, and we get attuned to that particular vibration or that particular frequency of that particular mantra or that particular sound. So that is the power of mantras and sounds. And I have experienced this all these things. Yes, I have experienced. So in the next we will just listen to one of the very, very powerful mantras, that is the Ram Raksha. And on particular Ram Raksha itself, we are planning to take a session because there are a lot of things, scientific things which are there. And Ram Raksha forms a kavacha in the body because there are various shlokas in that they cover Shiro me Raghav Patu, Bhalam Dasharathatmajaha, Kausalya Drusho Patu, Vishwamitra Priyashruti. Matlab, but various parts of our bodies are mentioned in that, and a kavacha is formed by continuously chanting that particular stotra or that particular mantra. And we have experienced this also, and medically also documentations are there, which we will gladly share and put it up in our this thing. So now we'll move on for just a glimpse of a small stotra. I think most of us know it, and we'll just listen to it, I think.
Yeah, such interesting facts. Even Santoshji's put on the chat box. Yes, they are interesting facts. And how you want them to be? They need to be closed eyes or how for
Yeah,
the chanting of Ram
we can
Raksha?
just be in closed eyes, and we can just be in reception mode.
श्रीगणेशाय नमः। अस्य श्रीरामरक्षास्तोत्रमन्त्रस्य बुधकौशिकऋषिः अनुष्ठुप्छन्दः सीताशक्तिः श्रीमद्हनुमानकीलकं श्रीरामचन्द्रप्रीत्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः। अथ ध्यानं ध्यायेताजानुबाहुं धृतशरधनुषं बद्धपद्मासनस्थं पीतं वासोवसानं नवकमलदलस्पर्धनेत्रं प्रसन्नं वामाङ्कारूढसीता मुखकमलमिलल्लोचनं नीरदाभं नानालङ्कारदीप्तं दर्दमुर्जटां मण्डलं रामचन्द्रं चरितं रघुनाथस्य शतकोटिप्रविस्तरम् एकैकमक्षरं पूसां महापातकनाशनं ध्यात्वा नीलोत्पलश्यामं रामं राजीवलोचनं जानकीलक्ष्मणोपेतं जटामुकुटमण्डितं सासीतोनधनुर्बाणं पाणिन्नक्तं चरान्तकं स्वलीलया जगत्त्रातुमाविर्भूतमुजं विभुं रामरक्षां पठेत् प्राज्ञः पापघ्निं सर्वकामदां शिरो मे राघवः पातु बालं दशरथात्मजः कौसल्येयौ दृशो पातु विश्वामित्रः प्रियश्रुतिः घ्राणं पातु मुखत्राता मुखं सौमित्रिवत्सलः जिह्वा विद्यानिधिः पातु कण्ठं भरतवन्दितः स्कन्धौ दिव्यायुधः पातु भुजौ भग्नेशकार्मकः करौ सीतापतिः पातु हृदयं जामजज्ञेजित् मध्यं पातु खरध्वंसी नाभिं जाम्बवदाश्रयः सुग्रीवेशः कटिः पातु सख्तिनी हनुमत्प्रभुः ऊरू रघोत्तमः पातु रक्षः कुलविनाशकृत् जानुनी सेतुकृत् पातु जङ्घे दशमुखान्तकः पादौ विभीषणः श्रीदः पातु रामोऽखिलं वपुः एतान् रामबलोपेतां रक्षाय सुकृती पठेत् सचिराय सुखी पुत्री विजयी विनयी भवेत् पातालभूतलव्योम चारिणः शद्मचारिणः न दृष्टमपि शक्तास्ते रक्षितं रामनामभिः रामेति रामभद्रेति रामचन्द्रेति वा स्मरन् नरो न लिप्यते पापैर्भक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति जगज्जैत्रेकमन्त्रेण रामनाम्नाभिरक्षितं यः कण्ठे धारयेत्तस्य करस्था सर्वसिद्धयः वज्रपञ्जरनामेनं योरावकवचं स्मरेत् आव्याहताज्ञः सर्वत्र लभते जयमङ्गलम् आदिष्टवान् यथा स्वप्ने राम रक्षामि मां हरः तथा लिखितवान् प्रातः प्रबुद्धो बुधकौशिकः आरामः कल्पवृक्षाणां वीरामः सकलापदाम् अभिरामस्त्रिलोकानां रामः श्रीमान् सनः प्रभुः तरुणो रूपसम्पन्नो सुकुमारो महाबलो पुण्डरीकविशालाक्षौ चीरकृष्णाजिनाम्बरौ फलमूलाशिनौदान्तो तापसो ब्रह्मचारिणौ पुत्रौ दशरथस्येतौ भ्रातरौ रामलक्ष्मणौ शरण्यौ सर्वसत्त्वानां श्रेष्ठौ सर्वधनुष्मतां रक्षः रघूत्तमः आतसज्जधनुषा उसस्पृशा अक्षयाय शुभनिषङ्गसङ्गिनो रक्षणाय मम रामलक्ष्मणाय अग्रतः पथि सदैव गच्छताम् सन्नद्धः कवची खड्गी चापबाणधरो युवः गच्छन्मनोरथोऽस्माकं रामः पातु स लक्ष्मणः रामो दाशरथिः शूरो लक्ष्मणानुचरो बली काकुत्स्थः पुरुषः पूर्णः कौसल्येयो रघूत्तमः वेदान्तवेद्यो यज्ञेश पुराणपुरुषोत्तमः जानकीवल्लभः श्रीमान् प्रमेयपराक्रमः इत्येतान् जपन् नित्यं मद्भक्तश्रद्धयान्वितः अश्वमेधाधिकं पुण्यं सम्प्राप्नोति न संशयः रामं दूर्वादलश्यामं पद्माक्षं पीतवाससं स्तुवन्ति नामभिर्दिव्यैर्न ते संसारिणो नरः रामं लक्ष्मणपूर्वजं रघुवरं सीतापतिं सुन्दरं काकुत्स्थं करुणार्णवं गुणनिधिं विप्रप्रियं धार्मिकं राजेन्द्रं सत्यसन्धं दशरथतनयं श्यामलं शान्तमूर्तिं वन्दे लोकाभिरामं रघुकुलतिलकं राघवं रावणारिं रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः श्रीराम राम रघुनन्दन राम राम श्रीराम राम भरताग्रज राम राम श्रीराम राम रणकर्कश राम राम श्रीराम राम शरणं भव राम राम श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ वचसा गृह्णामि श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ मनसा स्मरामि श्रीरामचन्द्रचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये माता रामो मत्पिता रामचन्द्र स्वामी रामो मत्सखा रामचन्द्र सर्वस्वं मे रामचन्द्रो दयालुर्नान्यं जाने नैव जाने न जाने दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तन्वन्दे रघुनन्दनं लोकाभिरामं रणरङ्गधीरं राजीवनेत्रं रघुवंशनाथं कारुण्यरूपं करुणाकरन्तं श्रीरामचन्द्रं शरणं प्रपद्ये मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् आपदाम् अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् पर्जनं भवबीजानाम् अर्जनं सुखसम्पदां तर्जनं यमदूतानां रामनामेति गर्जनं रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमे संभजे रामेणाभिहता निशाचरिचमो रामाय तस्मै नमः रामान्नास्ति परायणं परतरं रामः सदा सोऽस्म्यहम् रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राव मामुद्धर राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने इति श्रीबुधकौशिकविरचितं श्रीरामरक्षास्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णं श्रीसीतारामचन्द्रार्पणमस्तु श्रीमारुतिरायार्पणमस्तु।
This, yeah,
Yeah, please stop the share. Yeah.
yeah. After this, Ram Raksha is one of the very powerful mantras, and I'm sure everyone must have felt the vibrations of Ram Raksha. And now, from mantras, and we'll just move on to sound, and we'll just go to the next slide.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Gaurav is asking यातील काही ओळ्या वेगळ्या होत्या. Okay, Gaurav, you can connect. Beautiful experience, Gauri, supreme vibrations. Very nice. So, Gaurav, did you like it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now Binduji has been associated with us for more than 25 to 30 years, and she needs no introduction.
25, 30 years. You're telling my
Uh,
age.
founder,
Okay.
founder of Anantyam, the blissful bond. She's been the sound therapist, trainer, guide, management of community living projects. Murshi Valley and KK Katarkhadak has been reaping the benefits of her tireless efforts, and she has done PhD in sound healing, researcher in alternate medicine and healing, sound therapist for Hidden Oasis, Freedom from Diabetes, and Rushi Gurukulam. And they have got fantastic results. I just would like to share here the sound therapy which is being conducted at Hidden Oasis and Freedom from Diabetes. Proper medical records have been kept, like before and after the sound healing and the effects of sound healing. And Dr. Pradeep, I think they have got of Freedom from Diabetes. They have got wonderful results of sound
Dr.
healing.
Pradeep Tripathi. Yeah.
Pradeep Tripathi, yeah, yes. And blessings of Manoj ji, yeah, always there, which uh, the fuel that sparks the soul of Bindu ji. So wonderful, and I am really want to learn more about sound healing now. Over to Bindu ji, yeah.
Yes, you all are welcome. We are here to learn. We are also doing some sessions for Gurukulam and children. So we want everyone to learn from young age onwards. Thank you, Nikhil ji. There are some more messages for you in the chat box. Very good uh, Pathanam and with good Sanskrit pronunciation. Yeah. Positive vibrations. Shruti, very powerful vibrations. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, so we have been hearing about vibrations from Manojji day in and day out. So everything is energy, and that's all it is to match the frequency of the reality you want. So that's what we empower in TSC also, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. So every time what we need to do is match our vibrations. We need to understand this is all world of vibrations and energy. So everything is vibrational energy, including you and me. As we have learned from Devile that we all are vibrational beings, yeah. So we have also understood what is disease, yeah. So disease is not being at ease. Dis-ease. So how do we resolve it? We need to come to ease. How will sound help us to come to ease? Yeah. So sound helps us to come to ease by relaxing us in a very, very deep way. We'll be understanding about theta healing part of it as we go ahead. And sound vibrations vibrate with our body, and there's a rhythm, and our whole being, our whole body gets in the rhythm, and we can align to the vibrations of healthy being. So from this ease we can come to ease. Does it work at body level? Not just at body level, it works at all the levels. So a physical manifestation is the last. First it starts from your intention, conscious, everything. So it is said to work at mind, body, and even soul level. You will experience some parts today. Already we have started the journey with Ram Raksha. Did you all feel elevated? Did you all feel very serene, composed? I did feel, the vibration itself of those sounds is so very amazing. How does sound travel in the body? So our body is 70% made up of water. So it travels the best in the water medium. So I'll also tell you to be a little hydrated if you can have a bottle of water around. So when we do the sound healing session, there will be a long session. That time I'll ask you to hydrate your body. I'm also sitting here with water. And when we do the sound healing post that also, we can have a lot of water to detox all the toxins which is come out. So these are the instruments few. So there are these bowls of various size. As you see in the picture that I have like this 8 bowls plus some bowls, and there are different size of these sets also. Like my biggest bowl is like almost 13 kg. I can't even lift it. And this is the smallest bowl that I have. And these Himalayan ancient bowls will be playing today in the session, which will be working on our chakras. Is the sound clear? Yeah. Today's session is on English, but we'll try to, all the chanting and everything will be in Sanskrit, and we'll try to give some instructions, कुछ instructions हम हिंदी में भी देंगे, but majorly it will be in English, क्योंकि कुछ लोग आज जो जुड़े हुए हैं वो सिर्फ इंग्लिश भी जानते हैं, ओनली जानते हैं इसलिए. सो ये जो अभी हमने देखा दैट इज एंशियंट बोल. फिर आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे पाइप्स और गॉन्ग्स लगे हुए हैं, ये भी हम आज अनुभव करने वाले हैं. तो ये स्पेशली डिजाइंड इंस्ट्रूमेंट होते हैं जो पाइप्स आप देख रहे हैं. जो बोल्स हमने देखे हैं उसके अलग अलग फ्रीक्वेंसीज होती है. एक बोल जब मैं बजाऊंगी तो इससे मल्टीपल फ्रीक्वेंसीज जो है वो बाहर निकलती हैं. और ये जो है ये साइंटिफिकली डेवलप्ड, हमने डॉक्टर निर्मल जी का भी सेशन देखा था. तो ये सेशन में वो सेशन में हमने सिनर्जी में समझा था कि कैसे ये एक स्पेसिफिक फ्रीक्वेंसी से बने हुए हैं. सो मैंने आज के लिए 9 सॉल्फेजियो फ्रीक्वेंसीज जो है वो डिस्प्ले किए हैं और उसके बारे में हम जानेंगे वो क्या है. तो ये जो 9 सॉल्फेजियो फ्रीक्वेंसीज है ये क्या है पहले समझते हैं. 174 इज द 10th वन, इसके बाद 9 शुरू होंगे. 174 जो है वो अलग है. ये एक पेन किलर की तरह काम करती है. जब हम ये प्लेन सिर्फ ये सुनेंगे तो किसी भी तरह का हमें पेन है बॉडी में तो वो चला जाएगा. इसका एनेस्थीसिया जैसे इफेक्ट होता है. इट्स अ पेन किलर. ओके, जस्ट बाय लिसनिंग टू दैट साउंड. और बाकी है 9 फ्रीक्वेंसीज, वो है 285, 396, 417, 528, 639, 741, 852, 963. और भी इसमें 2 एडिशनल हैं जैसे कि 432 विच इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ अर्थ एंड 1122 जो हमें डिवाइन से कनेक्ट करती है, विच इज द हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी विच एडल्ट्स एंजॉय. चिल्ड्रन इससे भी हायर फ्रीक्वेंसी एंजॉय कर सकते हैं, बट एडल्ट्स के लिए ये हाईएस्ट फ्रीक्वेंसी है. Milind, you like 852? Okay, I'm happy that you know about it. Yes, Bijal, this will help you to release your pain. अगर आपको कुछ भी पेन है आज, आप सेशन में लेट के भी सुनिए, बट टुडे इट विल बी वेरी बेनिफिशियल. ओके, तो 174 जो है वो एक नेचुरल एनेस्थेशिया जैसे पेन किलर जैसे काम करती है और ये चक्रा वाइज भी बेस्ड है. सॉल्फेजियो का मतलब क्या है? सॉल्फेजियो ये इंटरनेशनली एंशियंट है बट इंटरनेशनली अप्रूव्ड ये सेक्रेड फ्रीक्वेंसीज हैं जिससे एकदम मिराकुलस हीलिंग होती है. तो जब हम मेडिटेशन करते हैं, ध्यान करते हैं, उससे हमें कुछ समय लगता है डीप स्टेट में जाने के लिए, बट साउंड में ये जो मैजिक है हम क्विकली वो स्टेट में जा सकते हैं, क्विकली ईज में जा सकते हैं, हम क्विकली अलाइन हो सकते हैं हमारे खुद के हेल्दी सेल्फ से. फिर 285 जो आप देखेंगे वो रिजनरेट करता है और इंक्रीजेस एनर्जी. फिर आप देखेंगे 396 जो है वो रूट चक्रा को एक्टिवेट करता है, क्लेंस करता है और हमारे गोल्स को एम्पावर करता है. इनर पीस के लिए हमें हेल्प करता है क्योंकि मूल धारा में हम जो भी सीड जो है वो बोएंगे वो हमें ऊपर के चक्रास में उसका हमें मैनिफेस्टेशन दिखता है. 417 जो है वो फैसिलिटेट्स चेंज, एनहांस क्रिएटिविटी और क्लेंसेस ट्रॉमा. अगर हमें कुछ ट्रॉमा है तो वो भी दूर होता है. और जैसे जैसे आप आगे देखेंगे ये फ्रीक्वेंसीज को, 5 to 8 जो है वो लव फ्रीक्वेंसी है. इससे हमें अनकंडीशनल लव एक्सपीरियंस होता है एंड रिस्टोर्स आवर डीएनए. सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ता है क्योंकि ये सोलार प्लेक्सस पे काम करता है, सोलार चक्र पे. फिर 639 जो है ये हार्ट चक्र के लिए है. ये अट्रैक्ट करता है वो प्रेम हमारे जीवन में जो हम चाहते हैं और पॉजिटिव एनर्जी, इमोशंस को बैलेंस करता है, रिलेशनशिप को हेल्दी करता है. फिर 741 है जो सेल्फ एक्सप्रेशन में हमें हेल्प करता है, ऑफ कोर्स बिकॉज इट इज रिलेटेड टू थ्रोट चक्रा, और क्लेंसेस सेल्स, वायरल इन्फेक्शन अगर कुछ है तो वो दूर हो जाते हैं. 852 जो है वो ब्रिज टू हायर सेल्फ, थर्ड आई चक्रा पे काम करता है, अवेकन्स इंट्यूशंस, इंट्यूटिव हो जाते हैं हम. फिर 963 जो है वो टेलीपैथिक है। फिर हमें क्राउन चक्रा पे हमारे काम करता है, और हाई लेवल ऑफ इंट्यूशंस, और जो जैसे कहते हैं आकाशिक रिकॉर्ड रीडिंग और डायरेक्ट नोइंग आता है, इससे ये सारा है। ये सब हमें नंबर की तरह ही सुनना है क्या? नहीं, आज हम विल ऑल्सो बी experiencing it. I just realized I started speaking a lot of Hindi. Who developed this science? Yeah, there's a lot of things world over. There is work going on. What is the frequency of home? How to identify which frequency? हम सब पे आने वाले हैं क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन में। राइट नाउ यू जस्ट स्पार्क, क्योंकि हमने जो सोचा है वो आज आपको मिलना चाहिए। उसके बाद हम क्वेश्चंस जो है वो ले सकते हैं। तो ये 9 सोल्फेजियो फ्रीक्वेंसीज अगर हम सुनेंगे तो इट्स कॉल्ड एज अ ब्लैंकेट ट्रीटमेंट। हम पूरी तरह हील हो सकते हैं जो भी हम इससे जा रहे हैं, एलिमेंट से या डिस से। बट येस, सबका everybody will have a different this, how much time to recover, how long session, how many sessions do you need. So now itni so much we have spoke about the solfeggio frequencies. Let's understand, after understanding, let's experience that how these solfeggio frequencies will work on us. Are we ready for the experience? इसमें आपको ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपको आंखें बंद करनी है वगैरह, बिकॉज आई विल बी डूइंग अ स्मॉल डेमो ऑफ सॉल्फेजियो फ्रीक्वेंसीज। ये सारे पाइप्स जो है वो सॉल्फेजियो फ्रीक्वेंसीज के हैं जो अभी हम सुनेंगे। इसके बाद जब हम रुद्रा पाठ करेंगे उसके बाद एक प्रॉपर साउंड हीलिंग सेशन भी हम आज करने वाले हैं। ये भी बहुत ही मिराकुलस है। इसे आप पूरी तरह रिसीविंग, लॉजिकल ब्रेन साइड में रख दीजिए, सारे क्वेश्चंस अभी के लिए साइड में रख दीजिए, वो सब हम समय पे आंसर करेंगे। अभी सिर्फ रिसीविंग में रहिए कि जो मिल रहा है उसे हम रिसीव करेंगे, क्योंकि आपकी जितनी अच्छी रिसीविंग होगी, द मोर यू आर इन द रिसीविंग, द मोर यू विल बी एम्पावर्ड। Is the sound clear?
Yeah.
तो ये जब हम स्ट्राइक करते हैं उसके बाद भी जो आवाज़ आती है, रेजोनेंस फ्रीक्वेंसी, दैट इज़ द प्रिंसिपल जिस पे साउंड हीलिंग काम करता है. How was your experience? You can just share in the chat box अगर आपने total receiving में रहकर इसे receive किया है. It was just a small demo of solfeggio frequencies. If you share, I will also know. How to identify which frequency matching with me. You need to just attend sessions and which frequencies you connect to more, or which chakra is benefiting. That way you need to do. It's a process. What is the frequency of Om? Okay. Is today's session in Hindi? Okay. No, Olga, today's session is in English and I'll be more aware. Now we'll be speaking in English most of the time. Okay, now we'll just read what has been Jakas, 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 beyond words. Excellent, calming, vibrations. Could feel my laptop also vibrating. Okay. All right, very relaxing. I was feeling vibrations in my body. Vibrations in body happen. Good. So most of you all have felt the vibration and the connect. These are very sacred frequencies and they are miraculous. Olga, I hope you're there. We'll be continuing in English. Yeah. Naad, Brahma and Anubhav hua. Okay, great. Feeling relaxed. Good to see you, Ishwarlalji. Yes. Yeah, Olga, good to have you here. Okay, now we'll go for some interesting questions related. आप लोगों ने बहुत सारे questions पूछे, हो सकता है आपके जवाब इसमें अभी आपको मिल जाए. Maybe you just get your answers in these questions. So I told you to keep it parked. In the end, we can answer, and I'm always available. I'm just a WhatsApp away. Nikhil ji is available, so you can connect to us. So, what is the science behind mantra chanting? We'll understand that.
Very interesting questions. Number of sciences. There are number of sciences of chanting, and as per Dr. Herbert Benson, we can see like foreigners are taking very keen interest in this, and he says that mantric chanting helps induce relaxation responses. It leads to reduction of heartbeats, balancing of brain waves, and respiration. Then Dr. David Shanoff says mantric recitation enables the tongue to stimulate the acupuncture meridians inside the mouth, particularly on the roof, thus enhancing the effect. Then Dr. Ranji Sainj found that chanting of specific mantras and specific sounds, like we were discussing about the Bija mantras, what does it cause? He says release of hormone melatonin and helps in healing process. Other benefits are shrinkage of tumors and enhances sleep. He also writes all his experiences and results in his book, Powerful Self-Healing Techniques. Like I was also earlier explaining that when Binduji conducts her sessions in the Freedom from Diabetes sessions, it is all very well documented that how Naad energy is working at cellular level, and it is curing the diseases in a miraculous manner. Then we'll go on to the next, the effects of chanting. What does chanting do? The left and the right hemispheres of the brains, it synchronizes. Synchronization happens between the left and the right brains. Chanting helps to oxygenate the brain, reduce our heart rate, blood pressure. It assists in creating calm brainwave activity. These all things have been recorded and they have been published, and they have very concrete scientific evidence to it. Yeah. Listening to certain chants and sounds also has great healing effects. So that's what we were discussing. And Dr. Alfred Tomatis, he utilized the sounds of Gregorian monks to stimulate the ears, brain, and nervous systems of his clients or his patients. And his work is very important regarding the scientific and medical uses of sound and chants. Certain sounds will stimulate and charge the cortex of the brain and the nervous system. So this basically chanting and sound healing leads to whole brain synchronization. and we it leads to transformation of an individual. Recitation of sacred mantras, what happens because of that? Physical and etheric bodies to change their vibrational frequency level, becoming more attuned to the divine energy or to the universal frequency of Om. Someone was asking what is the frequency of Om. We'll be discussing that further. Mantra chanting for extended period of time. What does it happen? Lot of emphasis has been there in various religions around the world for mantra chanting for extended periods of time. What happens because of that? Higher energies of that particular deity, it encodes upon the chanter. We have the example which we had given about the chakras, the particular bija mantras, they vibrate, and the petals of those particular chakras, because of that bija mantras, start vibrating, and then we get attuned to the universal frequencies. This one purpose of mantric chanting. What is the purpose of mantric chanting? To become one and unite with the energy of the deity that one is chanting for. If the person has some sickness or imbalance, this imbalance can frequently be released by having the energy of the deity encode itself upon the person. So, like these are various effects of mantra chanting, and one of the major effects, matlab baki kuch ho na ho, one of the major effects is we get attuned to that particular frequency, to the positive vibrations, and we are totally free of any of the diseases. We get tuned to the universal frequency, positive frequencies. That is the importance of chanting mantras. Now, this is the concept of vibrational as opposed to allopathic medicines. A lot of people say that we are taking allopathic medicines. Some say that there are alternative therapies. So what should one do? So basically, chanting, what happens because of that chanting or sound healing? It forms the basis of many healing modalities, including homeopathy and acupuncture. All universe, including our bodies, is simply made of vibration. We are discussing vibrations throughout this throughout today's evening, and Manoj has also told us so many things about vibration. So everything is in a state of vibration, and when we are in a natural resonant vibration, we are in a state of health. But in some part of the body, if some part of the body begins to vibrate at a counter frequency, the energy becomes stuck and disease sets in. The blood flow to that particular organ. For example, we have some heart issues or some lung issues or some cancer somewhere. So basically, it is because of the blood flow to that particular, at the deepest level, at the minutest level, it is not happening somewhere, because that particular organ, it is not vibrating at its optimal or the universal frequency which it should vibrate at. So what do we do? It is a very simple solution to that, which has been given in our scriptures, ancient scriptures, but we have just been probably ignorant about it, or but a lot of scientific research has gone into it. And now what the scientists are propagating, that by mantric chanting or by sound healing, one can cause this stuck energy to become released. So once this energy is released, automatically we are going to be free of those diseases, and we can return to a natural state of resonance, effecting a cure. And automatically our body at cellular level, it resonates to that particular frequency which we are chanting, or which the sound healing we are listening to. So the stuck energy, once we expose it to the mantra chanting or sound healing, it leads to the released energy and healthy being. So that is the effect, that is the powerful effect of sound healing and mantra chanting. Yeah.
So whenever now we are doing this release, we can add some mantra to it. So it helps you release better if you connect to it. I'm talking about the segment intending and all that we do. So if you want to find the secrets of the universe, things in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. This was told by Nicholas Tesla to us. We're coming to the second question. Can you tell us anything about the history and origin of chanting? Just a minute, the screen, yeah. Chanting and trace it to the present stage. What is the level of awareness of chanting and sound healing in present day and age? I will just read this answer. People with chronic health problems emerge from the chanting quite healthy. Like how we were being now hearing from Nikhilji that how chanting can help us to come back to our healthy state. So many of their cases you must have heard that this mantra chanting and they have returned. Chakra and energy wheels of light that transmute subtle energy into the body. The traditional beach mantras are one example of a system for using sound to activate and balance the energies associated with the seven main chakras, what we understood today, lam, vam, yam. So all those things and even the petal beach mantras. So all those help us to balance and activate the energy. We work with these tones in workshop and healing have been known to occur due to the balancing and alignment of the chakras. Psychic and mystics from all different spiritual paths can sense, see, feel, or hear this energy centers. Now, when we were playing this solfeggio, also you could feel the vibrations at different part of your body. When we do pranayam, when we do beach mantra, or when we do any chantings, if you are very aware, you can feel those energies in that energy centers. I'm sure everyone must have experienced some or the other time in their life. You want to add in anything, Nikhilji?
Yeah, the solfeggio frequencies which we just which were played, like they are particular for that particular chakras, and that is the main reason why immediately we feel very energetic once we listen to those solfeggio frequencies, because it has a scientific basis and which leads to very rapid release of stuck energy anywhere in the body. So that is the beautiful part about it.
I've seen some questions in the chat box. Will come after completing this question. Yes. The recitation of prayers worldwide since the dawn of humankind. So, since our humankind comes into existence, there is recitation of prayers that we do. Some of it's based upon the realizations by 21st century people that is actually something more than pure superstition going on during chanting. That's there are actual psychological changes occurring. So when it is not just superstition going on, if you do this mantra or chanting somewhere, there are actual changes which you can see in your physiological. When you also chant it, you can experience this. Nervous system is affected by our own self-created sounds. Extraordinarily shifts and changes happen in the body and mind. Now with this just a small demo, you could feel those vibrations with the Ram Raksha, what we heard, we could feel the vibrations with the solfeggio's frequencies. Yeah. Chanting creates a means to directly access higher state of consciousness. So if you're doing it with that bhava and that awareness and that flow, you will directly get to a higher state of consciousness. The ability of sound to create altered consciousness is extremely powerful and important to people who are looking for more meaning out of their lives. How many of us are looking for that? Just write me in the chat box. You're looking for more meaning out of your own life. So when we chant and when we connect to these sounds, we are guided towards it. Yeah, Nikhilji, you want to add anything?
No, we'll go to the next question.
Yeah. So this you see, this is the cone of consciousness. So these are the blocks when we see when we are in lower vibrations. So these are the blocks we have: shame, guilt, and all these things, anger, pride. And slowly as we move upwards in frequency, so we get into courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason. And when we go 500 and above, so we experience unconditional love. We can be in love with everyone around. When we are 540 and above, we are in continuous state of joyousness. Peace is 600 and above, and enlightenment is 100 to 1000 and above. So today also we played frequencies which are ranging from 174 to 1122. That's the frequency we heard just now. So when we continuously hear them, we also get aligned to those vibrations and we attract that in our life. Isn't it interesting? Okay, we want to just see the quick questions if anything is related, or we can take it later. Okay, more meaning. Yeah, Ganpati Sachinandan ji has done great work on it. Our classical Sangeet is a composition. When you're saying stuck energy, what exactly you mean? Please elaborate. Now, when we talked about the lower vibrations, guilt, shame, all that, that is the stuck energy. Or if there is some pain or some ailment in the body which is manifested in the physical form, that is also stuck energy. If you're feeling it, something in your feelings, thoughts, vibrations, in your physical level or mental level, these are all stuck energies.
This next
Okay,
question,
now we'll go to the third question.
yeah, this third question actually is what you were telling about, or someone was asking about the stuck energies. So the question
Hmm.
is, can the power of sound alter cellular structure and molecular structure, the DNA encoding, etc.? So it is very important and pertinent question what someone was asking. And also it asks any documented proof for it or any recent scientific research on the above. So this actually, the question is what, and we're going to discuss about it. There is no question that sound can alter molecular structure. I think, Binduji, you can cover this.
There's no question that sound can alter molecular structure. Yeah. In 1960s, doctor named Hans Jenny conducted experiments. Sound was able to create more forms in various substances. So now when we were chanting or listening to, you could feel the vibration and forms. But to prove it, they have also done in various substances or mediums like water, sand. So that is called, we'll come to it. We would place these substances on a steel plate and then using a crystal oscillator vibrate these plates with sound. Shapes look like microscopic organisms or underwater life. Cymatics. So this science of proving that the sound on different mediums show different shapes. This is a work which is called as cymatics have done it, and we'll be seeing a video about it. Then Masuro Emoto of Japan demonstrated that water molecules are affected by sound and our intentions. Many of us must have seen in WhatsApp forward or something that I hate you and I love you, two waters were kept, and how they started, one started, was fresh and one turned brown and turbid. So even when molecular level it was seen, there was a change in the crystal structure also of it. Yeah. Intentions, incidentally, in our thoughts, our feelings. It is the energy behind the sound that we create. So it's not just the sound, it's also the intention. Like how you were saying, just do Coca Cola, Coca Cola, but what is the intention? What is the purpose? So that is not there. But if you do it with great intention, that will also be helpful. So intention and our thoughts and our feelings add energy to it. Emoto found that clean water looked like snowflake. So when it was clean water, it looks like snowflake, very geometric. Polluted water looks like mud, like the structure is not very clear. But it comes back to beautiful geometric shape after sound treatment. Sound is given, exposed to various frequencies. Yeah, so all these things are there. So we'll be seeing one of the videos, and any of you can see the video later on, not now. The message in the water. So this experiment, it's a long video, so we are not showing it today to you, but one of the video of this cymatics we are showing you now. These were the crystals of the Japanese research work. So when we were talking about the polluted water, it appeared like this mud. But when it was exposed to the proper frequencies and sound, so this happened. Isn't it beautiful? The crystal was so beautifully transformed. So if our body is made up of 70% water, imagine what is going to happen to our body. Then the Fabian Mammane photography of hemoglobin blood cells that were exposed to different sounds. So even when we were talking, does it affect body? How does it affect to our cellular level? So at hemoglobin blood cells were exposed to different sounds. Okay. So photographs were taken of blood cells exposed to different chromatic scales, C, C sharp, D. These are all musical notes. but all musical notes are linked to its various frequencies. So that way it was exposed. And cellular structure and energies are affected by sound. So when you see when a person is not well or something, then the cells appeared very dull and not energetic, but when they were exposed to various sounds, these were the effects. The cells whichever connected to that frequencies would actually light up, and what we say prana or energy could be visibly seen in the microscope. Isn't this picture also interesting? We are trying to cover most of the things, but we are not able to go in deep video showing of everything because there's so much to it. People have put their lives to do all these experiments. You want to add anything, Nikhilji?
Yeah, basically, this is the way how the diseases are cured in our body. That means that someone was asking that how the sound is affecting at cellular and molecular level. The changes are taking place. So once the positive frequencies, those particular frequencies are given to for those particular organs, like for heart disease or for cancer. So the cells do respond to them in this particular manner, and these are the photographs which have been taken, and these things have been documented for everyone to see. So it is just a really amazing thing which happens, and how we recover from various diseases. Yeah.
Which I was talking about, long video done by Japanese. This we have also showed in some device earlier, so I'm not showing. And Prakashji, the video is a message in the water, no? Something like that. Nikhilji, what is the video's name?
Yeah, messages in the water.
Messages in the water, yeah. It's by the Japanese scientist. Now we'll see this video. Yeah. Can you see the video?
No, no, no,
No?
no.
Okay, I'll just stop share and come then. It sometimes helps that way. Yeah.
This is also a very interesting video about how the chanting of Om and various sounds, how it gets done. We'll just see it now. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just see this. So on various mediums, as I told, so this is on water and how it visibly shows that Om chanting has the impact. इतनी beautiful district जैसे हम पहले रंगोली की बात कर रहे थे. We were talking about the crystal structure changing. How with Om chanting, can you see how it is impacting? This is under the microscope what we see. So like that on a steel plate, in a stand also there are various experiments available on stand. I picked up the shortest one here. The same thing if you expose some low vibrations in slang language, abusive words, the crystal will be a very distorted crystal, yeah? Okay. We'll go to the question number 4. While chanting, what is the role of intention on the human body? I did see the effect on intention in the work of Japanese researcher, what we just saw, Emoto, on the molecular structure of water. But we would like to know the effect on human body. Yeah, few of us had this question, so we'll quickly read this.
It is not only the sound that creates the effect, but also the intention of the person playing the sound. The intention, it gives the energy behind the sound, was an equal part of the effect of the sound. This energy of intent was carried upon the sound wave and was equally responsible for the effect of the sound. So frequency plus intent is equal to healing. So that's what we were discussing about, that healing at cellular and molecular structure when the intention is very, very positive.
And this equation is derived by the scientist. Huh? This is not something we have made for DYL.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Another equation we are coming to, vocalization plus visualization is manifestation. And it is relevant regarding chanting and mantras. And manifestation, we have dwelled very deep in various DYL series, so it is the same thing. Visualization of the chanter coupled with mantra or the sound being chanted creates the desired effect. It's good to be able to direct your attention and intention when you are attempting to resonate a particular chakra with sound. And this is the major key to working with sound, the use of power of consciousness to focus our attention and intention on what the sound is doing or what we want the sound to do. So that is the basic equation which we see again. Vocalization plus visualization leads to manifestation, or if we want a disease free life, so it's so easy to gain. Yeah.
Yeah, so this principle we also use in TSC for creative visualization. So if you haven't done 4th Jan, the batch is starting. So you will experience this vocalization plus visualization and how manifestation you can come to. Okay, the fifth question is now, is mantra chanting and sound healing the next frontier in science, playing a significant role in healing, removing the need for allopathic treatment? Until we all move into another dimension of consciousness where thoughts instantly create reality, there will always be some need for allopathic treatment. The day we reach that when we think and it is manifested, then we don't need allopathic treatment. I think that we should perceive all vibrational medicine, medical treatments, whether it's sound or whatever. There are various vibrational therapies also as being complementary with allopathic medicine. Cooperation, not competition. I think that's a real key to our continuation and evolution as a species in the upcoming years. Actually, we are already there in that future. So it was said years, decades ago that future medicine will be medicine of frequencies. So we are now in that future. Sound will be the medicine of the future. We are now in this future. Nikola Tesla's not just physical body but way to cosmic connect and growth, that is what he had said. So all of them has given a lot of importance on sound frequencies, vibrations and all these things, because they understood these secrets of the universe. And world over there is various experiments going on mapping the frequencies of the body, which organ is vibrating as which frequency, so that we can heal them. So there are frequencies available organ wise and disease wise which you can heal. So we also make this product in house, and we have artisan and we can provide these products also. We can discuss that sometime later. We'll go to the next question. There
There's
seems to be many different school of thoughts on chanting, which is the most effective for health and healing. Yeah, Nikhilji.
Yeah, we've already seen this. There comes another equation. Frequency plus intention is healing. And if something resonates strongly with you, it probably will be most effective for you. Like someone was asking, which is my frequency? So this is the answer to that. We are all unique vibratory beings, so that what works for one person may not work for another person. It's so true. So trust your inner wisdom and guidance, and believe and understand that sound can create profound and wonderful changes. So that is the crux of it. And ultimately, the reality is that the sound does affect our own selves, our physical body at cellular and molecular level. So just a small story I'll just tell you. There was a person who was a great pianist, or a great he also played a guitar. And at home he used to he conducted so many orchestras everywhere, and he was a great guy. But ghar pe, when he used to come and practice, and after practice he used to just play just one particular note. He used to just play it continuously for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So once his wife asked, ki, kya manjra kya hai, what is the thing? कि बाहर तो तुम, यू आर प्लेइंग एनी म्यूजिक, एनी सॉन्ग, आप यू आर एबल टू प्ले एंड यू आर एंजॉइंग इट, बट घर आके आफ्टर ऑल द प्रैक्टिस सेशंस एंड ऑल एंड एट द नाइट व्हेन यू आर अलोन, यू आर जस्ट प्लेइंग दैट पर्टिकुलर नोट. So he tells ki that is my particular note which I tune to, and that gives me the most freedom, or because of that note I release my energy, because of, with the help of that note. So that is the way to realize, that is the way to learn, or that is the way to actually recognize what you are in tune with, and that will actually help you to release maximum of the stuck energy in the body. Just small examples I'll give you, like military parade never crosses a bridge. So why it is, everyone knows, because of the concept of resonance and frequency. Window panes crack due to a nearby explosion, because once the explosion happens, the vibrations and the frequency travels through the sound, and that is so powerful that the window panes just crack. Even animals love soulful music. Now, again, this has very scientific evidences. A lot of goshalas today are practicing these practices, that they are playing classical music in the goshalas, and they have seen that they have got a lot of increase in the milk which they are taking every day. Thakur Pandit Omkar Nath, he was a very renowned singer, and we all know the example of during the Akbar times, when he sang the particular rag. At that time, it led to the rainfall to happen. So same thing happened with Thakur Pandit Omkarnath also, and that also is a documented evidence. Like when he started singing Rag Malhar, so that time also the it led to a lot of rainfall. So we will go to the we have been discussing the scientific aspects of scientific aspects of it, because sometimes we tend to say कि यार इसके इससे कुछ होगा क्या, actually some is something going to happen out of it, will something come out of it. Like from sun rays, there are various types of rays: sun rays, X rays, UVs and lasers, and each of these waves have different penetration power. So same is the penetration power, and this penetration power depends upon three aspects: wavelength, frequency, and the pitch of these rays. So likewise, these rays, sound also travels in similar manner, and also depends upon the wavelength, frequency, and the pitch of it. So once we connect sound and mantras, now mantra activates a particular kind of energy in different parts of the body. And fundamentally, there are three sounds in existence, like we all are aware. For Om, it is A, U, and M. That is M. So Om is not some religion's trademark. It is the fundamental sound in existence. And Shiva can create a whole new existence just by uttering three ohms. So that also has been documented in one of the Vedas. So Om is the universal sound, and it has been suggested that when chanted, the vibration of Om is said to be 432 hertz. Like someone was asking, so this is the answer, which is the vibrational frequency of everything in this universe.
So Om is, yeah, the universal frequency, beginning of everything. And there will not be one particular frequency for Om also. It will be in that note how many frequencies come. So all that, it's not just one frequency which Om has. But yes, 432 is the frequency of universe, and that is to be said to be the frequency of Om. Based on all these things, there's not just sound in this. When we did our Navratri program online, where we did mantras and sound, so there's a series of all this available on YouTube. You can check on the Anantyam name. So there are various programs with Nikhilji and I have done based on different, like Rudra, we did 11-day session. Then Navratri, we did 4-day session. Bhim, we did Ganpati times, we did Brahmanaspati. Then in Pajushan, we did Happy Pajushan. So all that is available on YouTube. If you go to Anantyam, and you will find all of them available. Uh, from that, we have just taken a little part to understand how our ancient divine gifts are. Yeah, Nikhilji.
Yeah. the science of Navratri, like basic everything is connected to science, and from that comes that humans and animals have an internal clock which governs the sleep and wake cycle. Light resets this internal clock with non-visual cues. What are these non-visual cues? These cues are pupil dilation, heart rate modulation, and melatonin levels oblique alertness, increasing and decreasing of alertness. Like when we get up from sleep or when we are about to go to sleep. So these are regulated by our body, and these are regulated by the light receptors in our retina. So there is a very interesting video about the circadian cycle. We will be putting, I think we'll be putting the link in the chat box. You can see circadian cycle is basically the rhythm which we follow, like at midnight, then deep sleep, lowest body temperature, then cortisol releases, then how it happens, then we come to the midday. Basically, this cycle gets reset during Navratri, and fasting and meditation purifies the chakras and nadis of our body. So that is the scientific basis of Navratri or any festival related to India which we are following. So balancing of all the three doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, it is the best time for doing this. So that's why fasting is advocated during this particular time, because this cycle is getting reset of our body. And what is the best form for doing that? That is mantras and sound. That means that specific frequency to create variations in the particular chakra to give tangible results. So that is the basis of the science of Navratri. Yeah.
So now we'll be going towards Rudrapat and sound healing. Before that, little more understanding. And if you can be, we'll tell you when to be in Savashan or you can sit and receive. But before that, just a little more understanding. You can think of one, your desire or sankalpa. As we understood, intention plays a very important role. Just close your eyes for a few moments and think of thing you really desire, aspire, sankalpa. One vision, one intention you want to be with for next 1 hour. So we'll work towards manifesting it. Okay. Now you can open your eyes. Now what you need to do with this sankalpa is hand it over to the mighty majestic Rudra. How to hand over? We'll be going ahead with Rudra part and sound healing followed by Rudra part. So there is also understanding on what is Rudra part. So we'll understand that from Nikhilji, that what is Rudra part and how powerful it is.
Rudra is one of the very powerful mantras of Rigveda, and Rudra has basically two aspects of it. One is Namak and one is Chamak, and each Namak and Chamak have 11 Anuvakas each. So Rudrapat has always been a very powerful source of vibrations, very positive vibrations, and it manifests into total change into our frequencies and our being as such. So, like we were discussing, it also affects at our cellular and molecular levels. So now, like Binduji was telling, we'll just take a small sankalpa. We'll have a small sankalpa in our mind, and we'll just be in receiving mode. We'll just attune to the frequency of the mighty Rudra. Yeah.
As we go ahead with Rudra part, followed by that will be sound healing. We'll go in a flow. That first will be in receiving of Rudra chanting. So Nikhilji will be chanting Rudra mantra, Rudra part, and we'll simply close our eyes and be in meditation pose and receiving it. Post that, we will have sound healing. So that time you can go in Savashan. You can keep something ready for you and eyes covered fully. And if you cannot be in Savasana, then you need to sit in meditation pose with the spine straight. When we sit with the spine straight, there is an energy flow. Even when you lie down in Savasana, keep your spine straight. If you are not able to, then you can take one side. But as far as possible, we always keep the energy straight. So what we'll be doing in sound healing is we'll be working on the 7 chakras as we understood, cleansing and energizing it. Then we'll be doing theta healing. Right now we all are in beta state, understanding what Nikhilji is sharing, what Bindu is talking. We are analyzing, we are questioning, we are using our logical brain, we are active. But as we go in a deeper state, we will go into alpha, then theta state, and we can also go to delta state. But all this needs years of meditative practice, but with sound you can easily go into it and experience it. So we'll be experiencing that theta healing of deep state, and when we are in that state, we will be there will be release of happy chemicals in our body because we are in deep state, and that's what heals us, the happy chemicals. Yeah, then there will be some special frequencies which will be playing. So today we'll be playing 537 and 540, and the combo of it also produces magical frequency of 3 hertz. So all this is technical, but I'm just sharing so that we know what is the importance, what we are doing today. And then we'll be experiencing relaxation, healing and elevated mood also, and plus we'll end and complete with the brain balancing part of it. All that you don't have to understand technically what's happening, you just have to receive it. You have to keep your logical brain aside. We are human beings, so just be. When we just be, we are into total receiving. Jitna you'll keep, how you keep your logical mind away, that much you will be in receiving. There may be question coming us, let it be like thoughts are coming and thoughts are leaving. You just have to be. So as I was talking about different states, so we can experience up to theta state in this and theta healing also. And these two frequencies are, we are going to play as special frequencies. This is 537 hertz, which is an alpha wave to increase serotonin, as I was talking about happy chemicals in the brain, and normalizes complete endocrine system. And 540 for, as we understood today, 500 and above is unconditional love, and 540 is joy. So the energy of joy and love we are going to experience in this session. Yeah. If someone is expecting or pregnant, you cannot be a part. You need to do sound healing separately because you cannot be exposed to multiple healing right now. For you, there are different practices. You may join, you can be there for Rudra part, and post that will tell you to go into sound healing. That time you may keep your gadget on mute and come back after 20 minutes. Is that clear? Is that understood? Then you can show thumbs up. So we'll be going in Rudra part now. Simply close your eyes and be in meditative state and in meditative pose. Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes gently. And after this, when we tell you to lie down for sound healing, it is just a flow. There won't be instructions. We'll just, after this, go into sound healing. Are we all ready? Close your eyes gently as if you're just connecting to this deity and energy. Be in the receiving.
अथ रुद्राध्यायः अस्य श्रीरुद्रस्य प्रश्नस्य अनुष्ठुप् छन्दः अघोर ऋषिः सङ्कर्षणमूर्तिस्वरूपो योऽसावादित्यः परमपुरुषः स एष रुद्रो देवता अग्निः ऋतुचरमायामिष्टिकायागो शतरुद्रजपे विनियोगः सकलस्य रुद्राध्यायस्य श्रीरुद्रो देवता एका गायत्री छन्दः तिस्रोऽनुष्टुभस्तिस्रः पङ्क्तयः सप्तानुष्टुभो द्वे जगत्यो परमेष्ठी ऋषिः अग्ना विष्णु सजोषसेत्येकादशानाम् अनुवाकानाम् अग्निः काण्ड ऋषिः आद्या गायत्री आग्ना वैष्णवी शिष्टै यजुः वाजादयोन्नादिविशेषा देवता महाविराट् छन्दः ॐ नमः शम्भवेति बीजं मयो भुवेति शक्तिः नमः शङ्करायेति बीजं मयस्करायेति शक्तिः शिवायेति बीजं शिवतरायेति शक्तिः ओङ्कारो बीजं माया शक्तिः ब्रह्मा बीजं सुषुम्ना शक्तिः नमैषकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्य इति कीलकं श्रीभवानी शङ्करप्रीत्यर्थे जपे वा विनियोगः। हरि ओम् इडा देवहुर्मनुर्यज्ञनीर्बृहस्पतिरुक्था मदानि शगसि षट्विश्वे देवा सूक्तवाचः पृथ्वी मातरमामाहि गसीर् मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीन् देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासगशुश्रूषेण्याम् मनुष्येभ्यस्तम्मा देवावन्तु शोभायै पितरोऽनुवरन्तु नमो रुद्रेभ्यः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरि ओं नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यमौतो तैषवे नमः। नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः। या तैषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः शिवा शरव्या या तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्त मया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्षस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गोसीः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छा वदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगत् यक्ष्मगसुमना असत् अद्य वोचरिति वक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक अहि अश्य सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वा आश्रयातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुणो उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चैमागरुद्रा अभितो दीक्षश्रिता सहस्रशो वैशागहेड ईमहे असौ यो वसर्पतिनीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्जन्मनस्तो भयोरार्त्न्योर्जां यास्यते हस्तैषवः पराता भगवो वपा अवतत्वधनुस्त्वगसहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशीरशल्यानां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भवा विज्जन्दनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवाग उत अनेशन्यस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतिरमीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्तुमयक्ष्मया परिम्बुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधायानातताय घृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतरस्मान् वृणक्तु विश्वतः अथो यशिधिस्तवारे अस्मिन् निधेहितम्। अथ द्वितीयाध्यायः। नमो हिरण्यवाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बुभुषाय विव्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायो पवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः स्फूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृष्णवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः। अथ तृतीयः। नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणेस्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिणे श्रीमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्तायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचराय उष्णीषणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमैष्मद्भ्यो धन्वाविद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिर्धानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृच्छद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सुपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्यो अश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः। अथ चतुर्थः। नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्तृगहतीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षभ्यो रथेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः शकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगेभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः। अथ पंचमः। नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च स्थितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च विप्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मीढुष्टमाय च शुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे च जिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय च वस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च। अथ षष्ठः। नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जगन्याय च बुध्न्याय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमो उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय च वसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्षाय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय च शुरथाय च नमः शूराय च वभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च। अथ सप्तमः। नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो कृष्णवे च प्रमुषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे च शुधिमते च नमः तीक्ष्णे शवे च युधने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च बद्धाय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्षाय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्मियाय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च। अथ अष्टमः। नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमः ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः तीर्थाय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः शष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिगत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च। अथ नवमः। नमेरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगचलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः स्थल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च कौवरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदय्याय च नमेष्प्याय च नमः पाकसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्काय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय च औलप्याय च नमो ऊर्म्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमो पगुर्माणाय च भिघ्नते च नमः आखिरते च प्रखिरते च नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुरुदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विजृम्भत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः। अथ दशमः। द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणां मेषां पशूनां मा भेर्मारोमो येषां किञ्चनामत याते रुद्रशिवातनु शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागरुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षेद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिं यथा न शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरं मृणानो रुद्रोतनो मयस्कृधि क्षेद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोश्च मुनरायजे पिता तदिश्याम तव रुद्रप्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितं मानो वधेः पितरं मोतमातरं प्रियामानस्तनुमो रुद्ररीरिषः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुष्मानो गोषुमानो अश्वेश्वरीरिषः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीरविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आराक्ते गोग्नौत पूरुषग्ने क्षेद्वीराय सुं नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षाचनो अधिजदेव ब्रूयधा च शर्म यच्छद्बर्हाः स्त्वैश्रुतं गर्तसनं युवानं मृगं न भीमपन्तमुग्रं मृडाजरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मिन्निव पन्तु सेना आह परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वणुक्तपरित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनश्व मीढवस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशवतवः शिवनः सुमना भवा परमे वृक्षायुधं निधाय कृत्तिन्वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभृदागहि विकृत विलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगो हेतयोन्नमस्मन्योपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीना मुखाकृति। अथ एकादशः। सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्यां तेषागो सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन् मत्तरणमन्त्रिक्षे भवाधि नीलग्रीवासिकण्ठा शर्वादाक्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवासिकण्ठा दिवगो रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षे सस्पिञ्जला नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विद्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथिरक्षय ऐलब्रुदा यव्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः ये एतावन्तश्च भूयागो सश्चरिशो रुद्रावितस्त्रे तेषागो सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यायन्तरिक्षै ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषवस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृणयन्तु तेयं द्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वोजम्भे दधामि। ॐ अग्ना विष्णु सजोषे सेमा वर्धन्तु वाङ्गिरः द्युम्नेर्वाजेभिरागतम्। अथ प्रथमः। वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसितिश्च मे धीतिश्च मे ऋतिश्च मे सुरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे स्वश्च मे प्राणश्च मे अपानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे सुश्च मे चित्तञ्च माधितञ्च मे वाक्च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रञ्च मे दक्षश्च मे बलञ्च मे ओजश्च मे सहश्च मे आयुश्च मे जरा च मे आत्मा च मे तनुश्च मे शर्म च मे वरम च मे अङ्गानि च मे स्थानि च मे परुगोषि च मे शरीराणि च मे। अथ द्वितीयः। ज्येष्ठञ्च म आधिपत्यञ्च मे मन्यश्च मे भामश्च मे मश्च मे भश्च मे जयमाच मे महिमाच मे ओरिमाच मे पृथिमाच मे वर्ष्माच मे द्रागुह्याच मे वृद्धञ्च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यञ्च मे श्रद्धाच मे जगच्च मे धनञ्च मे वशश्च मे तुषश्च मे क्रीडाच मे मोदश्च मे जातञ्च मे जनिष्यमाणञ्च मे सूक्तञ्च मे सुकृतञ्च मे वित्तञ्च मे वेद्यञ्च मे भूतञ्च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुगञ्च मे सुभतञ्च मे रुद्धञ्च मे रुद्धश्च मे क्लुप्तञ्च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे। अथ तृतीयः। शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मे नुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वञ्च मे महश्च मे सौमुच्च मे न्यात्रञ्च मे सूश्च मे प्रसूश्च मे सीरञ्च मे लयश्च मृतञ्च मे मृतञ्च मे यक्ष्मञ्च मे नामयच्च मे जीवादुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वञ्च मे नमित्रञ्च मे अभयञ्च मे सुगञ्च मे शयनञ्च मे सूषा च मे सुदिनञ्च मे। अथ चतुर्थः। ऊर्च मे सूनृता च मे पयश्च मे रसश्च मे घृतञ्च मे मधुच मे सग्धिश्च मे सपीतिश्च मे कृषिश्च मे वृष्टिश्च मे जैत्रञ्च मे उद्भिद्यञ्च मे रायिश्च मे रायिश्च मे पुष्टञ्च मे पुष्टिश्च मे विभुच मे प्रभुच मे बहुच मे भुवश्च मे पूर्णञ्च मे पूर्णतरञ्च मे क्षितिश्च मे कुयवाश्च मे नञ्च मे क्षुच्च मे व्रिहयश्च मे यवाश्च मे माशाश्च मे तिलाश्च मे मुद्गाश्च मे खल्वाश्च मे गोधूमाश्च मे मुसुराश्च मे प्रियङ्गवश्च मे णवश्च मे आमागाश्च मे नीवाराश्च मे। अथ पञ्चमः। अश्माच मे मृत्तिका च मे गरेश्च मे पर्वताश्च मे सिकताश्च मे वनस्पतयश्च मे हिरण्यञ्च मे यश्च मे सीसञ्च मे त्रिपुश्च मे शामञ्च मे लोहञ्च मे अग्निश्च मापश्च मे विरुधश्च मौषधश्च मे कृष्टपच्चञ्च मे ग्राम्याश्च मे पशव आरण्याश्च यज्ञेन कल्पतां वित्तञ्च मे वित्तिश्च मे भूतञ्च मे भूतिश्च मे वसुच मे वसुतिश्च मे वसतिश्च मे कर्म च मे शक्तिश्च मे रथश्च मे यमश्च मे इतिश्च मे गतिश्च मे। अथ षष्ठः। अग्निश्चमेन्द्रश्च मे सोमश्चन्द्रश्च मे सविता च मेन्द्रश्च मे सरस्वती च मेन्द्रश्च मे पूषा च मेन्द्रश्च मे बृहस्पतिश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे मित्रश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे वरुणश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे त्वष्टा च मेन्द्रश्च मे धाता च मेन्द्रश्च मे विष्णुश्च मेन्द्रश्वनेश्वनौ च मेन्द्रश्च मे मरुतश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे विश्वे च मे देवा इन्द्रश्च मे पृथिवी च मेन्द्रश्च मे अन्तरिक्षं च मेन्द्रश्च मे देवश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे दिशश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे मूर्धा च मेन्द्रश्च मे प्रजापतिश्च मेन्द्रश्च मे। अथ सप्तमः। अगशुष्य मे रश्मिश्च मेधाभ्यश्च मेधिपतिश्च मे उपागशुष्य मे अन्तर्यामश्च मे इन्द्रवायवश्च मे मैत्रावृणश्च मे आश्विनश्च मे प्रतिप्रस्थानश्च मे शुक्रश्च मे मन्थी च मे आग्रणेश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे ध्रुवश्च मे वैश्वानरश्च मृतुग्रहाश्च मे इति ग्राह्याश्च मे ऐन्द्राग्नश्च मे वैश्वदेवश्च मे मरुत्वतीयाश्च मे माहेन्द्रश्च मे आदित्यश्च मे सावित्रश्च मे सारस्वतश्च मे पौष्णश्च मे पात्निवतश्च मे हार्योजनश्च मे। अथ अष्टमः। इदमश्मे बर्हिष्मे वेदिष्मे धिषण्याश्मे शुचश्मे चमसाश्मे ग्रावाणश्मे स्वरवश्म उपरवाश्मे धिषवणिच्मे द्रोणकलशश्मे वायव्यानिच्मे पूतभृच्चम आधवनीयश्चम आग्निधरञ्चमे हविर्धानञ्चमे गृहाश्मे सदश्मे पुरोडाशा अश्मे पचताश्मे वभृतश्मे स्वगाकारश्चमे। अथ नवमः। अग्निश्चमे घरमिश्चमे अर्कश्मे सुरश्मे प्राणश्मे अश्वमे हृदश्मे पृथिवीचमे ऋतिश्मे दश्मे शक्वरीरङ्गुलयो दिशश्मे यज्ञेन कल्पतां मृक्षमे सामचमे सोमश्मे जुक्षमे यजश्मे दीक्षाचमे तपश्चमे ऋतश्मे वतञ्चमे होरात्र्योर्वृष्ट्या बृहद्रथन्तरे च मे यज्ञेन कल्पेताम्। अथ दशमः। गर्भाश्चमे वत्साश्चमे त्रविश्चमे त्रविचमे दित्यवाट्चमे दित्यौहिचमे पंचाविश्चमे पंचावीचमे त्रिवत्सश्चमे त्रिवत्साचमे तुर्यवाट्चमे तुर्यौहिचमे पष्ठवाच्चमे पष्ठौहिचम उक्षाचमे वशाचमे वृषभश्चमे वेहच्चमे नडवाञ्चमे धेनिश्चम आयुर्यज्ञेन कल्पतां प्राणो यज्ञेन कल्पताम् अपानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां व्यानो यज्ञेन कल्पतां चक्षुर्यज्ञेन कल्पताग् श्रोत्रं यज्ञेन कल्पतां मनो यज्ञेन कल्पतां वाग्यज्ञेन कल्पताम् आत्मा यज्ञेन कल्पतां यज्ञो यज्ञेन कल्पताम्। अथ एकादशः। एकाचमे तिस्रश्चमे पंचचमे सप्तचमे नवचमे एकादशचमे त्रयोदशचमे पंचदशचमे सप्तदशचमे नवदशचमे एकविंशतिश्चमे त्रयोविंशतिश्चमे पंचविंशतिश्चमे सप्तविंशतिश्चमे नवविंशतिश्चमे एकत्रिंशच्चमे त्रयस्त्रिंशच्चमे चतस्रश्चमे अष्टौचमे द्वादशचमे षोडशचमे विंशतिश्चमे चतुर्विंशतिश्चमे अष्टाविंशतिश्चमे द्वात्रिंशच्चमे षट्त्रिंशच्चमे चत्वारिंशच्चमे चतुश्चत्वारिंशच्चमे अष्टाचत्वारिंशच्चमे वाजश्च प्रसवश्च पजिश्च ऋतुश्च स्वश्च मूर्धा च व्यश्न्यश्चान्त्यायनश्चान्त्यश्च भुवनश्च भुवनश्चाधिपतिश्च। हरि ओम इडादेवहुर्मुनिर्यज्ञनिर्बृहस्पतिरुक्था मदानि शगसिषत् विश्वे देवा सूक्तवाचः पृथ्वी मातरमामाहिगसीर् मधुमनिष्ये मधुजनिष्ये मधुवक्ष्यामि मधुवदिष्यामि मधुमतीन् देवेभ्यो वाचमुद्यासकशुश्रूषेण्यां मनुष्येभ्यस्तं मा देवावन्तु शोभायै पितरो नुमदन्तु नमो रुद्रेभ्यः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
We can gently go in Savasana and close our eyes gently to be with the sound healing. Your eyes closed. Take a deep breath inside. As you gently release the breath, be in forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Forgive your past. Forgive everyone around you. Take one more deep breath inside. As you gently release the breath, pour gratitude in your life. Gratitude to everyone and everything around you. Take one more deep breath inside. As you gently release the breath, stay in surrenderfulness. Mentally, pour down to the gods of sound the vibhutis of Naad. And stay connected to the pure sounds.
divine energies are taking the journey ahead.
Slowly and gently, you can move your fingers a little. Very, very gently fold your legs at your knees, taking time, turn to one side. Bring your knees as close as possible to your heart, just like a divine child in the womb of Mother Earth. You are unconditionally loved. You are safe, secured, and unconditionally loved. You can gently, very, very gently rise up and sit, keeping your eyes closed. Keeping your head little downwards, open your eyes gently once and close them again. See yourself just the way you desire to be, abundant in all the areas of life. Give gratitude to the Rudras and to the sound Naad energy, the gods of sound, to the Vibhutis of Naad. And now you can open your eyes.